Hello, my beautiful souls. The Awakened Dreamer here to give you a general timeless tarot reading. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind, again, this is general, so just take what resonates, but as well, you were drawn here for a reason, right? So there's something for you, if not the entire reading. And I do feel as if you are attracting in what's meant for you at this time. The message I channeled for us for the reading before I began recording was a new love is on its way. A new love is on its way. Now, I do feel the need to say you are attracting what is necessary for you, what you want on a deeper level than you can even recognize at times, in more than one category of your life. But I'm being drawn to a push to speak upon love for this reading. And we're going to begin. I didn't even choose a deck to begin with. We're going to begin with just some tarot, okay? We'll use the Light Seers. I do feel as if being drawn to this reading, things haven't been the easiest for you in the category of love and romance and dating in general, but I do feel like you're being reminded, even if you've had a bit of a dry spot recently, or if you just broke up with somebody, or saw a connection dissipate from your life, it's time for you individually, right? For this new love to come in, okay? Some of you might be a little bit nervous or hesitant to trust anybody or to allow this love to come in. But I think that it's gonna be a moment where you just, or several moments where it clicks, right? You just see what's actually in front of you and it just feels right, okay? You don't need to over contemplate, overthink. It doesn't need to feel, a specific kind of way. It just feels right, okay? Bear with me. What do we have for my beautiful souls? Oh, I do more than appreciate your likes, your comments, and your subscriptions if you haven't done so already. I'm hearing you deserve this love, and I feel like there's a level of stress that you're being pushed to think back to when it comes to certain past connections you had, whether it was hookups, dating, relationships, but one specific person in particular. And I feel like this is to prepare you to understand that they're nothing like this. Okay, I'm hearing complete opposite, but I do feel like you are being pushed to recognize that your wants, needs, and desires have changed over time. Okay, just because that was once somewhat satisfying, or you put up with the BS at that point for one reason or another for certain benefits, doesn't mean that the new you these days, or the progressed you, the evolved you, is going to put up with it, okay? I do feel like you stress yourself out at times, wondering, contemplating, going over in one's mind whether or not a particular option is for you, okay? But the King of Cups coming out because I feel like in the past you've dated a lot of people who were the reverse position of this, right? Less peaceful, not as comforting in energy, but then again, there were other nice benefits or just qualities about them you did like. And I do feel like this is going to be a peaceful love, okay? This is going to be one that just is respectful, okay? But I also feel like it's one that's going to enhance your glow. It's not going to strip away that glow, okay? You're going to feel as if they just get that you need your alone time, but you also do like to socialize, and that you're a bit of a complicated individual all the meanwhile, but love the simplicity of connections, or just moments, right? Experiences. But we do have the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles, and so I feel like you are going to be very mysterious to this individual, okay? You may find that they're a bit secretive at first, okay? Not really quick to update or quick to inform as to what they've been through, and that is something you're just going to need to respect, right? As you're going to probably feel the same kind of way on your end of the connection. And I really do feel like you're going to recognize that you are protected through this connection, okay? I'm hearing we were chosen to come together, okay? They were chosen, you were chosen, it was guided, or is guided moving forward since this is coming in. I mean, some of you may have already experienced this person coming in for you, and you're here to hear about this individual, but the majority drawn to this reading, again, this love is on its way. It's destined and it's spiritually planned, but I just feel like you're going to recognize that there's a lot that they have been through, okay, that is either very similar to what you've been through, or just they've been through their own crap when it comes to love and dating and even sexual matters. But I just feel like you're going to realize that they are also not 100% upfront right off the bat as to what they want down the line. Okay, they may be a bit vocal about what they desire as far as a connection goes. You know, they're showing me LTR, long-term relationship. They want that, but they may not be out in the open with you or others in regards to what their final outcome is that they desire. Okay, you know, for some of you, kids being of concern, whether they want kids or whether they foresee themselves staying in that same state or county or country. You know what I mean? I just feel like they may not have it all figured out yet, or just may not feel the inclination to right off the bat express that. Just understand that things will unravel as they're meant to, right? With a level of comfort developed over time, you'll both start to share more. But I do feel like you will feel this energetic comfort between the two of you right off the bat. Flopping out, it's not going to feel like you have to do a backflip for them to get what you're going through or just to sense what you need, right? There'll be times where you'll be so connected, especially moving forward, where you will just you'll both kind of pick up on what's needed for the connection or what they need without it being said, or you'll just kind of give them that slight nudge to express what they need from you or just don't need in the moment. But I do feel like when to give each other space is quality is needed. Okay, so you'll pick up more on that as you move forward and get to know the individual. But I do feel like I'm hearing opposites attract for some, but not for everybody. Okay, at the very least, they're different from the past. But I do sense that you're not going to have to put in a backflip to gain attention from them, right? But also just to, in moments where you really desire their attention or you're wondering if they still are into you, the answer is yes, they're still into you. They have a lot going on, okay? And so you need to kind of put yourself in their shoes and recognize that if things were swapped around and you had to go through a lot of work stuff or other connections came into play, friends, family, you name it, it just feels like they're showing somebody discarding other options potentially. But I do feel like you need to recognize that they will reach out when the time is right, okay? And they do still care. And so it's not a matter of losing interest or there being an issue. I do, at least not with the two of you, but I do feel like you're both a bit burnt out, okay? Or at least one of you is quite burnt out. There's going to be a feeling that sometimes when you come together at the end of a work day or the end of a day in general, regardless of what you were accomplishing, there just was a lot to accomplish, a lot that took place, and you may need to kind of heal between the two of you, right? Does that make sense? One of you, if not both of you, might have healing energy, but I do feel like there's going to be times where you may just need to have like a nap get together, right? Or a Netflix and chill kind of situation, so you can just heal together. But I need to adapt in that sense when one of you is feeling quite burnt out and the other's feeling very much energetic and ready to go and, conquer the world or just have some fun. But I just feel like it's this kind of connection where you realize, because it's meant to last for a significant period of time, for some of you towards marriage, but for others of you, okay, I'm hearing and kids, but for some of you just meant to be just this long-term relationship that you don't see that extra commitment in the future, right? So be it, But I just feel as if you're meant to recognize that they care for you, and you're meant to have this give and take, right? This meeting you halfway at times, or just kind of allowing for your wants and needs to be focused upon or given into at this time, right? And then, next time or the next few times we'll do what I want, or what, what I'm saying? It's kind of finding that balance, that give and take. Therefore, the connection will last because it's meant to, right? But you will always, moving forward, for the most part, acquire what you desire or hold on to what is meant for you, what you really want. So there's a need to just kind of keep one's wants and desires as they change and develop in perspective. Okay, not in perspective, but in your vision. Okay, so you can not leave certain changes and wants and desires unnoticed, okay, unattended. I hope that wasn't too confusing, but I really do feel like there's a vibe where you're being pushed to sit back in your throne and recognize that this is a mature connection, okay? And that at times money and career does need to take a focus on both ends. And so therefore you can't get attention 24/7 from this individual. And I feel like you probably don't even desire that, or you understand that can't happen. But I do feel like you are being protected once again throughout this connection, okay? And I do feel like your manifestation skill will, or skill sets will be improved slash heightened through this connection. And I really do feel like they get you, okay? Beautiful way to end this reading as you're being prepped to give birth to this new connection as they swoop in with a level of, I feel like, creativity, magic, and a little bit of emotion, but a big heart to say the least, okay? And this is a male or female, but I do feel like they're in touch with their mature masculine side, to say the least. And just when things don't feel perfect, put your hands up and say, this isn't meant to be perfect, okay? Just go with the flow. Ride the waves towards success with this individual, as I truly feel as if this is meant to be. All right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light and luck with this connection, and I'll see you next time.